Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, April 11th, at 10:10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 583 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. COVID-19, India vaccination crosses 100 million doses. U.S. Army officer sues police over violent traffic stop. Egypt prosecutors find gross negligence behind train crash. Las Vegas pushes to become first to ban ornamental grass. Royal Opera House defends Friday screening of 7 Deadly Sins. The U.S. is not focused on a boycott of the 2022 Olympics in China amid human rights concerns, Blinken says. Remembering the lives lost to COVID-19, Dennis Brandau, 77, of Osterville, Mass. Could Ron DeSantis be Trump's GOP heir? He's certainly trying. With warning to Democrats, Manchin points the way for Biden's agenda. Ukraine says 1 soldier killed in East as tensions rise. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Iran nuclear terrorist act at underground Natanz facility, BBC News. Masters 2021 Live updates, Hideki Matsuyama looks to make history at Augusta National, The Washington Post. Dwayne Johnson message for challenge star Ashley Cain as baby battles leukemia, TMZ. Blinken, China aggression against Taiwan would be serious mistake, The Guardian. Trump curses McConnell's name during rant at Republican donor event, NBC News. Jordanian prince makes first public appearance since arrest, The Associated Press. Biden declares South Korean battery maker deal a win for U.S. electric vehicle production, CNBC. Kid Cuties as NL performances referenced Chris Farley, Kurt Cobain and social media loved it, Fox News. Iowa DPH, Iowa's total pandemic deaths reach 5,857, KCCI Des Moines. Chris Wallace grills Buttigieg on false jobs claim, why mislead people, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Trump rips dumb son of a bitch Mitch McConnell at RNC donor event, report. Corporate America's bond with Republican Party phrase in post-Trump era. Pete Buttigieg to reluctant evangelicals, maybe a vaccine is part of God's plan. New York raises taxes on the rich as state shifts leftward. Iowa patrol trooper shot dead amid standoff with barricaded man, authorities say. 6th person dies following South Carolina shooting carried out by ex-NFL player. Chinese official admits vaccine's effectiveness low. Kid Cutie rocks spaghetti strap floral dress on SNL in Kurt Cobain tribute. Colin Jost skewers Matt Gaetz' worst supporters ever on SNL. Mumford & Sons frontman tries to steal SNL monologue spotlight from wife Carey Mulligan. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Woman helps preserve George Floyd murals. Room to be named after dog with purple unicorn. Virtual competition lets kids pitch business ideas. Residents want to save nuisance beavers. Chicago-based video archive gets $500K grant. Man threatens to bomb bank during robbery. Students walk out to protest racist messages. Brazen SUV theft from in front of home. Boy left alone on bus, parents want answers. Beloved dumpster dog finds home with Wichita Police Department. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Medical school needs a dose of the humanities. Resilience. Myanmar protests and killings continue. Blackout strikes Natanz nuclear facility and Iran calls it sabotage. Army medic Karan Nazario accuses Virginia police officers of assault. Many mayors cite COVID burnout as a reason for their exit. Hideki Matsuyama charges into the lead at the Masters. In Peru's presidential election, the most popular choice is no one. Summer vacation with unvaccinated kids, here's what you can do. The Sunday Read, The Ghost Writer. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Joel Embiid scores 27 points, 76ers beat Thunder 117-93. Lakers pull away after ejections, rout Nets 126-101. Blinken admits COVID-19 got out of hand faster because of China. Devin Booker scores 27 points, Suns rout Wizards 134-106. Jazz beat Kings 128-112, extend home winning streak to 24. Stephen Curry scores 38 points, Warriors beat Rockets. Israel COVID-19 study finds South Africa variant able to break through Pfizer vaccine. Cantor has 30 rebounds and Blazers beat Pistons 118-103. Taylor's homer propels Dodgers to 9-5 win over Nationals. Bichette drives in 5, Blue Jays rout Angels 15-1. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, April 11th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Lawrence Livermore researchers testing out nuclear blast defense against Earth-threatening asteroids. Absolutely shocked, California team accepted to 5 Ivy League schools and Stanford. 15 months after buying dream home, California couple finally kicks squatters out. Pfizer requests FDA to approve COVID vaccine for kids ages 12-15. Longtime Pittsburgh Pirates usher Phil Coyne, who worked over 6,000 games, passes away at age 102. Mental health professionals advise hybrid approach when returning to work after pandemic. Watch, girl challenges Pittsburgh police officer and former Pitt football player to race. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Sophie Wessex says Prince Philip's death was gentle, it's just like someone took him by the hand. Risk of 2 fully vaccinated people catching COVID from meeting up indoors is tiny. BAFTA 2021 Film Awards, Phoebe Bonnier and Priyanka Chopra lead red carpet arrivals. Newborn baby is found dead in Morrison's car park. Ukrainian models arrested for posing naked on balcony in Dubai are still in detention. Remote South Pacific tribe are shocked to hear their god, Prince Philip, has died. Jeremy Clarkson claims the Sunday Times censored one of his columns. Prince Andrew pays tribute to his father Prince Philip, whose death has left void in Queen's life. Aristocrat cousin of Camilla accuses estranged wife of lying and being past childbearing age. Princess Anne pays tribute to her father Prince Philip. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. As Britain mourns Prince Philip, palace announced private funeral for April 17th. Amid tensions with Iran, Pentagon chief says alliance with Israel ironclad. Pentagon chief declares ironclad U.S. commitment to Israel. Ecuador, Peru head to polls under strict virus measures. More volcanic eruptions on Caribbean island of St. Vincent. The real reason the Queen is giggling in that photo with Prince Philip, a swarm of bees. Effectiveness of Chinese vaccines not high and needs improvement, top health official says. Mexican migrant deaths in the U.S. have surged during the pandemic. Getting bodies home is a challenge. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. The Masters 2021, 4th round, live. Tottenham Hotspur v Manchester United, Premier League, live. COVID live, Iran records its highest daily death toll this year, India administers 100 doses of coronavirus vaccine. BBC pulls Prince Philip online form after complaints hit peak. Blinken, China aggression against Taiwan would be serious mistake. Amazon rejects claims it intimidated Alabama workers during union vote. Choreographing Mozart and Kampmela, the weekend's best photos. Florida woman who claimed to be Harry Potter killed judge in hit and run, officials say. Arkansas governor who vetoed anti-trans law defends other anti-trans bills. Mike Lindell says he hired investigators to find out why Fox News won't book him. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. GOP willing to negotiate on infrastructure but wants improvement from COVID, Wicker. Michigan's COVID cases surge to alarming levels, but governor rejects new mandates. Police pull guns on, sprayed Black Latino Army officer during traffic stop, lawsuit. Over 350 reports of severe weather reported in South since Friday. Police negotiators on scene at hotel after reports of a barricaded gunman, gunshots. Prosecutors, boy shot by police was with man who fired gun. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Iran nuclear terrorist act at underground Natanz facility. Chad presidential election, Idris Deby seeks 6th term amid boycott. New Christ statue in Brazil's Encantado to be taller than Rio's. Sydney remembers Prince Philip, we feel more connected now. U.S. soldier faces guns and pepper spray in traffic stop. Jordan royal family picture together following royal rift. Benin elections, the fight for a democratic future. Elephant calf rescued from bottom of well in India. St. Vincent volcano, power cuts after another explosive event. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. We are all heartbroken. Robert Shook, who initially survived shooting in South Carolina, dies. Biden administration won't surge vaccines to virus hotspots. Alabama, Utah lift mask mandates. Latest COVID-19 updates. Severe weather, tornado blamed for at least 2 deaths, multiple injuries in Louisiana. AP top stories April 10th p. Kentucky limits no-knock warrants more than a year after Breonna Taylor's death. 4 Humboldt penguins born at U.S. Zoo. Mourners in Windsor reflect on Philip's legacy. The day in pictures. Jail time for Florida woman who coughed on cancer patient in viral video. Egyptian mission discovers mortuary city in Luxor. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. California's COVID-19 death toll surpasses 60,000. Latino areas devastated by COVID-19 are reopening slowly, with caution and fear about future. As protesters on left and right target public servants at home, one city pushes back. Earthquake, magnitude 3.1 quake near Ridgecrest, California. Burbank erects fence around restaurant that has repeatedly defied COVID health orders. Huntington Beach braces for another demonstration, a White Lives Matter rally Sunday. LA opens up COVID-19 vaccine appointments for everyone age 16 and up. An angel shouldn't go that way. Neighbors in Reseda horrified by killing of 3 young children. Mother arrested after 3 young children found slain in Reseda. Los Angeles Police Department rejecting most complaints against officers from summer protests, others still under review. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, April 11th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Antony Blinken warns China-Taiwan attack would be serious mistake as military tensions mount. Rhino numbers on the rise, 16% increase in Nepal's rhino numbers. European tuna boats dump fishing debris in Seychelles waters with impunity. Former police chief tells of sexual assaults by colleagues. Ms. Fish said she did not report the first assault as she thought she would not be believed. She reported the second assault but the officer remained in post. She believed assaults in police forces were still carrying on. Blinken warns of China's increasingly aggressive actions against Taiwan. Official, Chinese vaccines effectiveness low. Germany marked 76 years since the Buchenwald concentration camp's liberation. Suspicious blackout strikes Iran's Natanz nuclear site. Vietnam ready for combat in South China Sea as naval ships swarm region. The United Arab Emirates has announced its first female astronaut. China launches hotline for netizens to report illegal history comments. Illegal drip net use widespread in Indian Ocean, Greenpeace says. Vladimir Putin just officially banned same-sex marriage in Russia and those who identify as trans are not able to adopt. India hits alarming 145,000 COVID-19 cases in new single-day record. China is planning a mega dam in Tibet able to produce triple the electricity generated by the Three Gorges, the world's largest power station, stoking fears among environmentalists and in neighboring India. The next headlines are from Forbes. Make-A-Wish CEO gives update on wish granting during COVID-19 pandemic. New releases from Champagne. Weekend box office, Voyager's bombs but the unholy holds firm. Retail's recovery is in sight as the vaccine injects hope for 2021. Box office, Godzilla vs. Kong tops Tenet with $70 McCune. Fox's Chris Wallace asks Texas governor why he never complained about border under Trump. Tech Union of the Future, meet Spotify. Milwaukee Bucks Jrue Holiday plays at his own pace. New president of NASCAR's Daytona International Speedway ready to earn fans' business. Buttigieg concedes that Biden's infrastructure plan will create 2.7 million jobs, not 19 million as falsely claimed. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,697,975,318 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Godzilla vs. Kong tops $350 million of global box office. Box office, Godzilla vs. Kong roars to $13.4 million in second weekend. The day is over and the Wasteland share top prizes at Hong Kong Film Festival. Blinded by the Chilean police, Gustavo Gattaca's story headlines docu-series El Estelito from BTF Media exclusive. How domestic terrorism and indoctrination inspired Mammon creator German S. Eriksson's new series Fury. MIP TV, esports, podcasts and brands impact on TV, according to The Wit. Cattle and MIP TV animation showcase points to growth in own IP-based industry. Beta Film Board's Nordic thriller Helsinki Syndrome starring Vikings Peter Franzen exclusive. Filmax, Red Band Society director Po Freaksis unveils sci-fi laced comedy The New 30s exclusive. Globo Prime's new gender issues at MIP TV with A Woman's Fate. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. South Korean electric vehicle battery makers reach $1.8 billion deal to end trade dispute. Filled with her spirit, a Louisville art exhibition honors Breonna Taylor. Photos, Mumbai falls in love all over again with its forgotten fountains. In Beeswing, Richard Thompson revisits a big life just shy of the mainstream. Iran calls Natanz atomic site blackout nuclear terrorism. This top Biden economist has a plan: create jobs, address inequality, ignore trolls. More colleges say they'll require students to have COVID-19 vaccines for fall. Maryland lawmakers override vetoes on sweeping police reform. Mother arrested after 3 young children found dead in Los Angeles apartment. Volcano on St. Vincent could experience larger eruption. The following headlines are from The Week. Israeli media suggests country was behind Iranian nuclear facility blackout. Oscar favorite Chloe Zhao used her historic DGA Awards win to share a heartfelt message about each of her fellow nominees. 10 Things You Need to Know Today, April 11, 2021. SNL's Minnesota news anchors aren't quite on the same page when it comes to Chauvin trial. Trump reportedly targets Stone Cold loser McConnell in off-the-rails RNC speech. 6 cozy homes in the mountains. The Latino vote. Is Netflix really a space company? GE aims to develop a microchip that can detect the coronavirus. Supreme Court nixes another California pandemic restriction. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Primordial asteroids that never suffered massive collisions all seem to be larger than 100 kilometers. Why? What would raindrops be like on other worlds? These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, April 11th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Heads up, small asteroid to pass very close on Monday. Hubble spots double quasars in merging galaxies. Great chance to spot a very young moon April 12th. 2021 Lyrid meteor shower, all you need to know. Before they disappear, watch for Orion and Sirius. Now scheduled for Wednesday, Mars helicopter's first flight is delayed. Star hop to the Coma star cluster. The next news is from Politico. Western countries regret Russia's rebuff of meeting on Ukraine. How to stop a pandemic before it starts, illustrated. Biden's first 100 days. China hasn't been forthright on COVID, Blinken says. Buttigieg walks back claim that infrastructure plan will create 19M jobs. Deal reached to allow Georgia battery plant completion. Blinken warns China, Russia about military action. China admits its vaccines aren't very good. Opinion: no, the GOP and the Dems haven't actually swapped brains. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Gillard paved way for new wave in fight for women's rights. We have to take responsibility, NSW Police Commissioner says the force failed Edward's children. Economic rebound to become a grind as normality returns. Antiquated legislation, Catalano pushes rules overhaul in bid to create regional media giant. What was the Royal Commission into Aboriginal deaths in custody? From the archives, 1981, Space Shuttle thunders into new era. Damage bill from natural disasters to treble by 2061. Target Time and Super Quiz, Monday, April 12th. Not convinced it's sustainable, ANSYS VC arm looks to loyalty and snubs BNPL. 180-day cap on Airbnb properties expanded to areas outside Sydney. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Newswatch, there's more money to be made in stocks than in ETFs today, here's why. We shouldn't be complacent, suicide deaths fell during the 2020 pandemic, but what caused the decline? Homeowners face the biggest property tax hikes in 4 years, here's where they pay the most. The moneyest, my husband doesn't get along with my son, I brought most of the wealth into our marriage, how do I split my estate? The big move, I want to build my dream home in New Jersey, but why is there a shortage of lumber, steel, microwaves and even refrigerators? The moneyest, my second husband, 86, and I have 12 kids between us, he wants me to leave him everything, and will pass on the inheritance to my 5 children. The moneyest, I'm a farmer in my late 30s and live a frugal lifestyle, my son has a disability, should I pay extra on my mortgage, or save for retirement? Bookwatch, no more Mozart, American streaming habits reflect what life will sound like after the pandemic. TaxWatch, most people flunked this COVID-related tax quiz, can you do better? Expecting another refund after the IRS calculates the $10,200 unemployment tax break, you might want to do more than just wait. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Science geek breaks monopoly of foreign instrument producers, Shine. ASU is among the leaders in patents granted, startups launched, AZ Big Media. The next headlines are from Quartz. The countries with the highest concentrations of air pollution. 5 ways to improve the quality of the air in your home. Do we have a right to clean air? Does moving somewhere with clean air improve your health? Could COVID-19 usher in the age of clean indoor air? How much money does Nigeria owe China? Fintech scams, Atkins crypto ambitions, hot whales. The U.S. has a chance to fix its broken climate risk disclosure system. Oatly soft beet marketing turned boring alt milk into a $10 billion business. Akon wants to run a Senegal city on cryptocurrency, could it work? The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, April 4th 10th. Khloe Kardashian strizens a photo she wanted taken down by issuing takedowns. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Anya Taylor-Joy. XRP price. Lakers. Bad Bunny. Willie Nelson. Dan Crenshaw. XRP. Nikki Graham. NASCAR. UFC. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Obama deterred Russia from doing even more in Ukraine, Blinken claims, as he's grilled on costs and consequences. Better dead than red, UFC star Rose Namajunas draws fire for political attack linking Chinese champ Weili Zhang with communism. 10-hour Hawaii hotel standoff ends after U.S. Navy man who barricaded himself in room and fired gunshots kills himself. Iran reports nuclear terrorism attack at Natanz facility, day after uranium enrichment began. No sympathy, furious England football ace Maddison among Leicester players to miss match after attending house party, reports. Russia ready to supply LNG to fuel-hungry Pakistan. He will smash John Cena's face, Khabib Nurmagomedov's manager fires warning to WWE steroid freaks chasing fight with UFC icon. Pandemic-stricken French aviation sector laments move to slash carbon emissions by banning domestic flights. Dangerous livestock drug kills vulture from threatened species in Spain, sparking renewed calls for European ban on it. Premier League club Arsenal throw their weight behind vaccine passports as they back British government plans for football fans. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. China's digital yuan comes with an expiration date, putting Biden's gun control claims to the truth test. Blinken warns of consequences if Russia acts aggressively in Ukraine. Bari Weiss, what should be done to curb big tech? Mystery blackout incident at Iran nuclear sites not an accident, Israeli media. Market surges back to overbought as investors go all in. Global billionaires' wealth increased by $4 trillion during the pandemic. Scarcity cred, crypto is a $2 trillion disruptive force. You'd have to shut down the internet to ban Bitcoin, says SEC's Hester Peirce. BLM founder branded fraud after buying $1 million home in mostly white LA enclave. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Palestinian short film The Present wins prestigious BAFTA award. Qatar Red Crescent to launch global refugee vaccination project. India bans remdesivir exports as COVID-19 cases surge. Advocate urges Canada to do more to help people in Hong Kong. Jordan King, Prince appear together for first time since Rift. Rewriting stories of migration, Osma Khan and Hassan Akkad. Ukraine turns to Turkey as Russia threatens full-scale war. Is Haiti at risk of losing its COVID-19 fight? IMF warns on rising debt in COVID-hit Middle East, Central Asia. Ecuador votes for next president amid COVID and economic crises. The next headlines are from Breitbart. David Hogg leads pillow company he launched to compete with Mike Lindell. Pelosi, Biden's package is not just traditional, it is about human infrastructure. Loophole could allow Chinese propaganda to return to UK airwaves through France. England eases lockdown, pubs, hairdressers, non-essential shops to reopen Monday. Exclusive video, police spike tires of human smuggler's vehicle during pursuit. Cheney, election wasn't stolen, Trump at war with the Constitution. Rapid progress made on post-Brexit trade deal with New Zealand, report. Sec of State Blinken, talk of boycotting 2022 Beijing Olympics premature. Thune, there are Republicans who would vote for smaller infrastructure package. Hutchinson on transgender bill, Republicans who fear the future are misusing the instrument of the law. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. Summer fun facts for the next season. Ohio fun facts that you want to know, Part 2. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Antarctica's most dangerous doomsday glacier is melting faster from warmer water below. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. People are optimistic that end of pandemic is near, and they've laid the groundwork for a better future. People in 108 countries are joining forces to do good on good deeds day to day. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. 6 puppies are all determined to fit into one small bucket, and they succeed. Watch. Jersey Mike's donated 100% of sales from 1,900 stores in their biggest day of giving in 11 years. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, April 11th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Wife furious after finding husband selling healthy lunch he packed every day to buy fast food. The South Pacific tribe who worship Prince Philip believe he will now return. This heroin-using professor wants to change how we think about drugs. Austrian man fined for farting on police has sentence reduced on appeal. Laughed off for years as gaffes, Prince Philip's outbursts complicate his legacy. Stolen Doritos truck chase in Oklahoma City lasts 100 miles. Married woman pays professional cuddler $80 an hour to hold her. Ripley's Believe It or Not, Orlando acquires world's longest fingernails. Fetus in Bishop's coffin was probably his grandson. 12-foot alligator stomach held dog collar tags from decades ago, SC Butcher Shop says. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Skip the rice, here's how to dry your waterlogged phone. A freelancer is making over $370,000 a year. This training can help you get started. The imminent discovery of new forces of nature could change physics as we know it. Get the most out of Google Forms with these 6 settings. Master coding, design, and Goskills Unlimited its entire catalog for under $100. The following headlines are from Science Daily. New research reveals secret to Jupiter's curious aurora activity. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, April 11th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Here's how millions in federal funds will benefit Utah's rural counties after the pandemic ends. Robert Garrick, Utah's first independent redistricting commission kicks off this week, but will its work matter? Biden is poised to expand Bears Ears and Grand Staircase monuments. The real question is by how much? Letter, a vote against the For the People Act is a vote for voter suppression. Letter, destroying the nerve Teichert's work tells LDS women artists their work doesn't matter. Letter, picture the LDS Church saving our natural world. Letter, the GOP deserves a new mascot. A certain bird with a certain name comes to mind. Scott D. Pierce, can the Uten finally win on American Idol? Maybe. Letter, Georgia can learn from Arizona's reversal on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Letter, why air quality should be our next big public health focus in SLC. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Astronomers detect a bright blue bridge of stars, and it's about to blow. GitPHP.net not compromised in supply chain attack, but user database leak possible. NASA's Mars helicopter flight postponed to no earlier than this Wednesday. Attackers can now remotely deactivate WhatsApp on your phone. Elon Musk's boring company finally unveils Las Vegas tunnel. Still unidentified flying drones harassed multiple U.S. Navy destroyers in 2019. How an online Lego gamer infiltrated the White House press corps. Reactions to Arch Linux's new guided installer. Melting ice sheets triggered 60 feet of sea level rise 14,600 years ago. Would you tell an angel investor how to start a new country? The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Blues to host celebration of life for Bobby Pledger at Enterprise Center. Go, St. Louis Marathon returns with COVID precautions. 20-year-old killed in single car crash in Jefferson County. 4-year-old girl shoots herself in arm, chest in North St. Louis. Miss out to perform in 2022 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Parents, students concerned about frequent carjackings at Slough apartment complex. 17-year-old Bridgeton Popeyes employee shoots man in restaurant after argument. Mo Lottery, Springfield man claims $1 million scratcher's prize. Illinois man gets long sentence for allegedly trying to aid Islamic State. 1 dead, 3 injured in shooting at Southern Missouri convenience store. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Crowds return to downtown in first weekend of relaxed restrictions. Padres follow up first no-no with 7-4 victory over Rangers. Man crashes into home after being shot while driving. Authorities ID driver, teen passenger killed in crash down steep hill. Padres fans flock to Musgrove family coffee shop following no-hitter. Sheriff, camper dies, wife rescued in Death Valley National Park. 1 killed in Puma Valley crash. Mother arrested as sole suspect in deaths of 3 young children in Reseda. Weather stays warmer than average for weekend. 1 killed in wrong-way crash after reports of reckless driver on highway. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Is Clubhouse the next Tinder? Russia scrambles fighter jet against RC-135W rivet joint spy plane. Thrillers we are eagerly anticipating in the next few months. The Nerd Daily. China's privacy problem won't be solved by data protection laws alone. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Russia deploys Iskander systems with extended-range missiles to Ukrainian border. U.S. Navy completes effectiveness test of new radio frequency countermeasure. U.S. Air Force C-17 Globemaster III transport aircraft caught fire on runway. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, April 11, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Some GOP-led states target abortions done through medication. Rare elk population declining due to drought conditions. Here's a list of SFUSD schools reopening for in-person learning Monday. Senator Padilla joins Inside California Politics for exclusive town hall. Police activity reported in Santa Clara. Facebook hosts vaccination clinic for underserved communities. Mother arrested after 3 children found slain in Los Angeles. LA opens vaccine eligibility to everyone age 16 and older. Firefighters better prepare themselves to protect their communities. 6th victim in South Carolina mass shooting has died. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Shuts from pellet gun damage window at downtown St. Charles restaurant. Sunnygo fights back to beat year in Sardinia Open final. Last place Schalke beats Augsburg for 2nd win of season. Vernon Hills man sentenced to prison for ID theft, conspiracy. Lingard's double leads West Ham to 3-2 win over Leicester. Man charged with murder in Missouri convenience store attack. The nightmare is the night, 20 years after Elgin's most notorious mass shooting. Constable, Downers Grove voice doctor's burp cure is life-changing. Facts matter, photojournalists free to show Biden climbing Air Force One steps. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Should you buy a used or new car? In Seattle, it depends, a new report says. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Sarah to 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone 2821. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia, Zambia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Malawi, Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6M, depth 10 km, in Papua New Guinea October 4, 2021, 11:38 UTC, about 900 people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, April 11th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Bystander tried to pull man from burning car after Southwest Houston crash. 5-year-old boy killed in Southwest Houston crash with drunk driver, police say. How to speak to someone who's hesitant to get COVID vaccine. San Jose High School student creates app to connect assault victims to 911 faster. Mask wearing could prevent up to 14,000 COVID-19 deaths by August, model predicts. Stone cold loser, Trump goes after Pence, McConnell in speech to party donors. Super Sunday, but change is on the way. Alex Rodriguez finalizing deal to buy Minnesota Timberwolves, ESPN. Deputy injured in one of 3 separate crashes involving law enforcement vehicles. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Net sign allies Johnson to multi-year contract. Tiger star Cabrera on injured list with biceps strain. The latest, single-day high for cases in Ontario, Canada. The latest, Matsuyama has 4-shot lead on last day at Masters. Trump goes after Pence, McConnell in speech to party donors. Hit-and-run crash in Florida kills New York federal judge. 2 German state governors want to be center-right candidate. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. UFO sighting soared last year in New York and beyond. Driver fatally strikes man in Williamsburg, then abandons vehicle and walks away. Mylands ghost forest installation brings dead trees from Pine Barrens to Madison Square Park. Extra, DMX Memorial welcomed at Yonkers Raceway. States Johnson & Johnson vaccine supply will drop by nearly 90% next week, Cuomo says. State AG's lawsuit against Amazon's pandemic working conditions to stay in state court. Those hefty brokers' fees can still be collected following state judge's ruling. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. New York City's kindergarten applications plummet 12% this year, part of decreasing enrollment in schools. We need to get involved. Brownsville neighbors mourn slaying of mother and daughter's at birthday party. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. From the field, providing hope for those living with HIV in Yemen. From the field, solar energy powers COVID-19 treatment. The more you learn, the more you earn, education and poverty alleviation in Thailand. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Nearly 40% of Marines have rejected coronavirus vaccine as Dems call on Biden admin to make shots mandatory for troops, reports. After the bear showed its teeth, the Ukraine filed for peace. Is a cultural revolution brewing in America? WEF warns of cyber attack leading to systemic collapse of the global financial system. Kissinger warns Washington, accept new global system or face a pre-World War I geopolitical situation. I could live with that, how the Central Intelligence Agency made Afghanistan safe for the opium trade. BLM founder is branded a fraud after buying a $1.4 million home in an upscale mostly white enclave in LA. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Iran calls Natanz atomic site blackout nuclear terrorism. Did world's oldest fish Hanako live to be 226 years old? 21 Chinese coal miners trapped by underground flood. Did Pfizer announce COVID-19 vaccine upgrade that includes Microsoft chip? Is this colorful bird real? Protest near Masters pushes back against Georgia voting law. Did Prince Philip get the COVID-19 vaccine before he died? Did Joe Biden say Second Amendment is a phony argument? Too much. BBC gets complaints over Prince Philip coverage. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Chris Wallace challenges Greg Abbott. You were silent on Trump's migrant abuses. The best airplane snack is now the best hiking snack. Will Prince Philip's funeral really lead to a royal family reset? Novelist James Jones showed grace in the face of Hemingway's cruelty. How Putin or she could blow it all up for Biden. America's most iconic natural wonder has a uranium mine next door. From Fire Island to Palm Springs, hope for a great gay summer of 21, but hope doesn't pay the bills. If we act like we already beat the coronavirus, that's how it wins. How Khloe Kardashian's Photogate exposed the toxic body positivity of Kardashian Incorporated. The black mother who kicked the KKK's racist ass. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Grisly video shows New Mexico cops shooting death during traffic stop. Allies Johnson gets multi-year Nets contract after providing spark. Slain NYPD cops can seek to stop his killer's role in police reform. Dumb Episode 7 Recap, Unburied. Reds vs Diamondbacks prediction, ride with Hot Cincinnati. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Pelosi says the door is open for bipartisan infrastructure bill. Carbon dioxide levels highest they've been in over 3 million years, NOAA. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Elon Musk's firm Neuralink has the tech to build a real Jurassic Park, co-founder says. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. China's stonewalling on COVID caused more egregious results, says U.S. Secretary of State Blinken. Iowa State Patrol trooper fatally shot by suspect wanted for assault on another officer. Trump blasts McConnell as dumb son of a B.H. report. Hawaii hotel on lockdown after armed man, possibly military, shoots through door. Houston toddler accidentally fatally shoots baby brother. New York's $212 billion post-COVID budget shows Cuomo cannot always get what he wants. Legal eyes betting apps coming to NY, but experts wonder if this is the right approach. Sixth victim dies after South Carolina mass shooting. Fellow SNL writer remembers and beats as courageous, witty. 3-year-old boy killed in Hartford drive-by shooting. The following headlines are from military.com. No release for ex-officer guilty in fatal Vision murders. Texas Rep Crenshaw temporarily blinded after eye surgery. German President, Buchenwald a reminder of Nazi barbarism. Army Corps names 2 new boats for fallen Georgia soldiers. Electrical problem strikes Iran's Natanz nuclear facility. New Mexico families keep alive memories of soldiers' Bataan Death March. How the pandemic spurred Congress to rewrite GI Bill rules for the National Guard. Clear the Capitol, Pence pleaded, timeline of riot shows. Ray Lambert, D-Day survivor, World War II torchbearer, dies at 100. Anti-war activist gets prison for break-in at Navy subbase. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Long Grove's historic covered bridge crashed into again, 14 times and counting since reopening celebration in August 2020. Early morning crash on the dam. Ryan leaves 1 dead. Mayor calls for police foot chase policy after shooting of young Adam Toledo, but what shape it takes is an open question. Prosecutors detail the night police shot Adam Toledo, 13, during court hearing for man who was with him and charged with carrying gun. Robber attacks woman on Blue Line platform, punches her, steals purse on near West Side. Here's what you need to know about COVID-19 vaccines in Illinois. How to try to get a COVID-19 vaccine in Chicago. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, more than 7 million total COVID-19 vaccinations given as state reports new daily record of doses administered for third day in a row, 3,630 new cases, 13 more deaths. Prince Philip's funeral to be held April 17 at Windsor Castle, Prince Harry to attend. Teenage boy killed in Bridgeport triple shooting, 8 others wounded in pre-dawn attacks, police say. The following headlines are from FIS.org. China's plans for Himalayan superdam stoke fears in India. Rhino population in Nepal grows in conservation boost. Famed Egyptian archaeologist reveals details of ancient city. Ash-covered St. Vincent braces for more volcanic eruptions. NASA delays Mars copter flight for tech check. In Houston, a race to vaccinated student population. St. Vincent awaits new volcanic explosions as help arrives. Duke University to require COVID vaccinations for fall term. 4 gray whales found in San Francisco Bay Area in 9 days. 2 dead whales wash up on Bangladesh beach. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, April 11th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Green spaces are a necessity, not an amenity. How can cities make them accessible to everyone? If humans are social creatures, why did social anxiety evolve? From barter to Bitcoin, the history of money. Chronic fear of environmental doom, you're not alone. The art you like reveals your personality traits. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Coronavirus daily news updates, April 11th. What to know today about COVID-19 in the Seattle area, Washington State and the world. Kyrgyzstan approves constitution boosting president's power. Pubs, hairdressers set to reopen as UK eases virus lockdown. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. San Francisco Unified to open some schools Monday. The SF Giants have defied early expectations in a surprising and promising way. Sonoma County, head-on traffic collision kills 1, closes HWI1. Moss Landing, 2 women die after car goes into river. Santa Clara, hours-long standoff ends peacefully, police say. Protests continue as Burbank erects fence around bar closed for defying COVID-19 mandates. California BMX coach gets 188 years for porn, sexually assaulting 3 boys. Santa Cruz, overnight closures to start for work on Highway 17 Highway 1 connector ramp. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Arizona reports 540 new COVID-19 cases, no additional deaths. FBI seeks suspects after laser hits aircraft in Georgia. Boy, 6, shot after suspect fires gun into LA apartment. Charleston child care worker charged with hitting infants. Hawaii Tourism Authority bill advances to full Senate. Officer charged in deadly shooting also linked to assault. The next headlines are from The Intercept. The long shadow of Virginia's death penalty. A billionaire-funded website with ties to the far right is trying to cancel university professors. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, April 11th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Mutant CRAS and page 53 cooperate to drive pancreatic cancer metastasis. Personalized cancer vaccine is safe, shows potential benefit against cancer. Immune-stimulating drug before surgery shows promise in early-stage pancreatic cancer. The impact of chemotherapy on immune cells in the tumor microenvironment. Level of chromosomal abnormality in lung cancer may predict immunotherapy response. New CAR-T approach minimizes resistance, helps avoid relapse in non-Hodgkin's B-cell lymphoma. Better metric for thermoelectric materials means better design strategies. Resilience against replay attacks in computer systems. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Vehicles stolen from Englewood gas station, police. Illinois overall vaccination tally passes 7 million as COVID-19 cases continue to surge. Hive updates. The past we exalt reflects who we are now. Virtually entire White Sox traveling party receives COVID-19 vaccine. 1 killed in Dan Ryan crash at 83rd Street. Chicago man charged with shooting Oak Park police officer. Fan favorite Andrew Chafin becoming popular option in David Ross bullpen. Gage Park Laddings Council brings care, healing to hard-hit community. Peak program spotlights teens navigating COVID life, racial unrest, remote learning. Driver dies in wrong way crash on West Side, 1 in custody. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. 25 essential Detroit area brunches you should have tried by now. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, April 11th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Saint continues run with Dutch 100 back record of 58.65, Swimming World Magazine. Lenore Women's Coca-Cola Memorabilia Collection earns Guinness World Record title, Hickory Daily Record. Roshan Abasundara Northeast Naya new world record, swam. The story behind an unlikely world record, FIFA.com. Musician sets new Guinness World Record, 80 shows in 24 hours, wbird.com. 5-year-old girl sets world record, reads 36 books non-stop in just 2 hours, India Times. New speedrun world record in Super Mario Bros. Game Reactor UK. Women Army Captain bags world record for fastest 1-mile run in a bomb suit, Times Now. Cheshire radio DJ aims to break world record with 208-hour solo broadcast, Cheshire Live. World record ice carousel completed in St. Agatha, WAGM. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Start your spring cleaning on that unsightly yard with up to 30% off Greenworks outdoor power tools. Logitech kills Harmony Universal Remotes, says it will offer support for as long as customers use them. Neuralink, we got a monkey to play Pong using only its mind. Security researchers find Zoom vulnerabilities that would have let bad actors take over your computer. Twitch and Facebook gaming are having one hell of a year. YouTube gaming, not so much. Supergirl is gaining another magical DC Comics imp. CW's Legends of Tomorrow Season 6 teaser trailer shows new heroes and new villains. Saturday's best deals, Samsung 70 inches 4K TV, Asus gaming monitor, cutlery brushes, 2L hydration bladder, GrePro jump starter, and more. Big oil fed state educator stats used to push back on Biden's climate goals. Swivel, pivot, and tilt this Asus 27 inches monitor as much as you want for 19% off. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Matam in Senegal at 111.92 degrees Fahrenheit or 44.4 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Concordia in Antarctica at minus 95.08 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 70.6 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Ecological impacts of solar geoengineering are highly uncertain. A new documentary highlights the visionary behind space settlement. More lightning in the Arctic is bad news for the planet. Voyagers explores complexities of coming of age in space. LEGO has a new 2,354-piece NASA space shuttle set, and it's awesome. Court rules grocery stores inaccessible website isn't an ADA violation. Diablo II resurrected impressions, unholy cow, man. Variant hunters race to find new strains where variant testing lags. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Watch, former Klan member running for office struggles to explain still associating with white supremacists. Why the case against abortion is weak. Sickening, Liz Cheney speaks out on Matt Gaetz following sex trafficking allegations. Former RNC chief drops the hammer on crazy as hell Marjorie Taylor Greene in MSNBC tirade. You know things are bad for pedo Gaetz. Matt Gaetz mocked for retweeting defense from creep Randy Cade. I don't think it's fair. Matt Gaetz associate abruptly steps down from lobbying firm. Florida Republicans are lining up to grab Matt Gaetz' seat as his legal woes worsen, report. We couldn't find one instance. Chris Wallace grills Greg Abbott for ignoring migrant sex abuse under Trump. Michigan MAGA lawmaker ignoring COVID crisis in her district to push Trump conspiracies, report. Who is Jason Barazalo, politically connected Florida surgeon reportedly tied to Matt Gaetz probe? The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Maryland legislators override a veto to usher in sweeping police reform. Someone decided it was okay to poison us. Video, cops draw guns on a black army officer, pepper spray him, force him to the ground. Tucker Carlson defends the racist white replacement theory. Matt Gaetz, spreader of wild conspiracy theories, now says he's the victim of them. Narwhal tusks have a tale to tell, and not a good one. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Aliens would be friendly but reaching out a terrible idea, theorist Michio Kaku, India Today. Variety, acrostic, The New York Times. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Forum, don't assume that older adults have shorter career runways, The Straits Times. Raising your happiness set point columns wvnews.com, WV News, WV News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, April 11th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. New photos of recent military UFO encounters remain a mystery to officials. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, April 11th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved. Instagram,